Right on, kids. What up, what up, what up? Happy Thursday to everybody, wherever you are in the world today. Thanks for joining me for another stream. I did some technical troubleshooting with the stream today. I'm trying to figure out how to do some advanced audio routing using OBS. But anyway, we're here, and thanks for joining. So we've been listening to this music, this kind of like very gentle sort of 80s sounding music, synthwave. And I'm going to change tack today. We're starting a new track, creatively titled Track 4, which I'll be releasing as part of this free pack of template downloads. And if you're new to the channel, what I do is I make Ableton complete songs and basically give away the track itself for use in your video games, or videos and games, or if you want access to the actual Ableton project file, you can become a Patreon. That's the cheapest way to get it, $6 a month at the moment, or you can just download the product as an item in the shop. But basically, I'm making these templates because I want and need creators like me to have access to good quality music. This pack I'm making now happens to be in the style of the new GTA 6 trailer, very 80s, set in Miami. So I've got a variety of different sounds coming at you. That one we worked on for this last week was kind of a bit mellow, and now we're changing tack. I'm going to yank up the tempo, and we're going to take it to the next level. So let's just start by setting the tempo here at like 176, and I'm just going to get a basic drum beat going. I can find it. Okay, I got a little bit too much snare there, but it's fine. We'll figure out the which one is it? This one? No, it's this one here. I like that sound. Let's take it down like another 3 dB maybe. Okay, and disable that. Okay. Yeah, that's quite nice. Clap. All right, get a click going, and let's see if we can make this. I can't even keep up. Too fast for my blood. Okay, anyway, we've got a recording of what I just did now. It's actually easier if we set it to this. One, two, three, four. That can be the core beat over there. Right, go yank that out of arrangement, out of session view. Start at bar 5 and just reset. So we're here, and now we should have a nice, tasty little drum beat. This sounds like the motoric beat. If you want to read up on that, I discovered it. It's the sound of motoric music, which was kind of like this East Berlin 1980s drum kit sound, Kraftwerk, that type of thing. But yeah, let's stick to just these straight up beats. I've quantized it a bit too brutishly, so let's go. It's gonna have to be a 16th beat, I think, and we've got a drum beat. Just so it's not relentless, I've changed the second half of this phrase to make it a little bit more tolerable than what would otherwise sound like a machine gun. Cool. So we've got this nice 80s sounding beat now. Let's get a nice bass in there. That just immediately sounds good to me, and just like a G7. Okay, well, why screw around? Let's go for it. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our beat. Cool, let's quantize this. I should actually do myself a favor and turn on quantize while recording, because that is gonna record quantization 16th. Oh, it is quantizing. I'm just not playing it perfectly in time, and I've got a bit of latency, so doing all right. Cool, kids. So we've got a beat and we've got a bass. Not hard at all. Anyone can do it. I just realized that there was another bass sound in here, but that's going to be for the kind of glide. So what I tend to do is with these templates, I have like a whole list of tracks, and some of them I don't use. I right click and I call them white tracks. They're basically all accessories or graveyard tracks. So you'll notice the master's white and also the sends are white. They're just kind of like on the side, parallel type of thing. Maybe you need them, maybe you don't. Maybe it'll save a bit of CPU if I just turn them off. I have to duck around my webcam to see what's going on. Alright, cool. And did not intend to do that. Move them back, please. Thank you. Cool. So far, so good. Kit and bass. Get onto kind of, so we're in this G7 vibe here. That's a pad. What we want is a more stabby sound. Which is definitely not that. I've recorded the wrong part by mistake. No worries. Okay, where are we? That's what we want. Now this pad still sounds a little bit wafty because I've made this track that I'm making is a fork of the previous one. The previous one was really down tempo and mellow. This one is a bit more up tempo and action, so we don't really want like too much reverb. We're kind of making it all washy. We kind of want it to be a bit more stabby and punchy. So to achieve that, we've got to just turn off that echo device, I think. That's a good start. We've still got a bit too much reverb on here for my liking. Let's see what else is cooking. And remember, the idea with these template tracks is that you're able to download them and use your own presets and, you know, replace some of these instruments with your own synths if you want. There we go. Still got a bit of reverb on there, but it's fine. What I'm doing, let me just show you on the right over here. I'm just going through these 3 layers of this patch and trying to reduce the amount of reverb on them. Okay, we've got fuzzy analog with the reverb value come all the way down, and instrument, which has got large stage, but it's also turned off. A little bit of reverb's fine. I think it's actually not reverb, it's the tail, it's the release value of the synth. Cool. So instrument rack going good. Let's just take this up to 6, minus 6 dB. I've got a bit of latency on my keyboard today, unfortunately. Nothing much I can do about it. Been trying to problem solve it for a while, but yeah, latency is latency, yeah. Latency is gonna late. All right, let's go. I've got this piano part playing, which I don't want. I normally like to start with just a strong passage. If I can find one or come up with something that works as a piece, like something memorable. Good. We're just also losing it a bit here under the weight of the bass. That's better. Okay, we're not going to do too much modulation, I think, in this. So we're in this key of G, although it starts on a G7, so we're going to stay in this kind of G7, and then we're going to resolve to C minor, which is the key of the track. So no, not too fancy. Let's give this a bash. Here we go. Bap, bap, bap. A little bit of quantization work needs to be done. That's good. Looks like all the note values are nice, ending nicely, nice and short, nice and tight. There's a bit of a timing issue over here. This needs to be earlier, and this needs to be earlier. Here, let's listen again. 2, 3, 4. Pop, pop. Cool, that's good. We could also reduce the role of the snare in this piece, but we'll come back to that later. I just want to generate some ideas, just come up with stuff. And share it with you guys, and you can have this template as a download. Use it in your games, remix, re-edit, whatever. That's the idea. Zero copyright music. The only caveat with these releases is that putting them on Spotify is a problem for other creators, because then Spotify thinks that you own the track and doesn't let anyone else use it. So the trade-off here is that for this stuff to remain open, or like open source music that anyone can build on, you can't be like sticking it under your own Spotify profile as if you are the original author of the track. If you do, then we get notified and we have to send you emails and send Spotify emails, and then eventually you get kicked off. So don't do it. But other than that, use it in your YouTube videos. You can monetize your videos. It's not gonna cause problems with copyright flags or anything. And worst case scenario, if you get anything like that, you just get in touch with me because I got your back, and then you get permission from me in the form of the license or whatever. So the idea is to just keep the stuff open. So be nice. Be nice to your fellow creatives. And yeah, cool. Let's see if we can get a piano in here. I'm just riffing here. Sounds too creepy, not action enough. What we want is this passage here. Ding, ding, ding. Let's try the piano with a very fast arpeggiation rate and no echo. So let's switch over to the side so you can see what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is I am gonna just edit this piano a little bit so we got a nice 30-second beat. That's a bit too high, I think. That's better. Why does the EQ feel so low? That's good. Now we want real widespread of notes. So I'm gonna just use all my fingers if I can. Okay, we got a straight groove over here, which we don't want. Sorry, not random. We want sort of up and down. Let's try converge. What does that do? Not really feeling that too much. Turn the reverb off. Trying to get some nice 80s sounds here. Let's turn this down to an 1/8. And now let's like always thinking, what would someone from the 80s do, so G7. Sure, piano is the right choice here. We can get some guitar in here later, because I'm thinking this is like Sonic the Hedgehog territory. It's almost like a bit more chiptune, so I'm maybe leaning away from the classical instruments and going for the hard stuff. Right, let's see what we got in the library. I'm going to look for a instrument. I save instruments with 80s in the title. That's cool. Cars in the 80s. I'm not looking for specific timbres here. Elf pad. Interesting. It's interesting because I used to watch Elf, which was a crazy sitcom from the 90s. Very corny. Don't go back and watch sitcoms you enjoyed as a child. Just keep the illusion. It's quite nice though. I like it. It's an organ. I mean, all these patches, I haven't really gone through them all, but it's got duplicates of everything. I'm not going to do that now. There's a bass here, though. Damn, man. I keep on missing samples. This is a clavinet-style bass. This could actually work as a patch. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Alright, so let's get over to it. It's a bit soft at the moment. I might have to very short too. Why is it so short? That's what she said. We've got a real drop in volume here, not ideal. It's because it's going to the mids, that's why. The mids have been dropped in volume because of the previous song's mix. Okay, let's see if we can make this work, kids. So I'm trying to find this clavinet style pad to complement the stabby sawtooth pad. So there's that, and then there's this. And I've just got to find a way to get this volume up. Maybe we could turn the ARP off completely. Filter's working. It's just that, okay, so we're not really winning here. Turn the auto filter off. Turn the reverb off. Gate. Ah, she's suffering here. I'm suffering. I'm trying to find the right freaking thing. Oh, I had a whoop there. What happened? Okay. Not even... Where's the sample? The sample's not really even... At least we've got the volume up. Let's take that up to 9 and then just... Yes. I do need this to last longer. I'm sorry. Not sure why it's... I think it's probably just the sample that's so short, right? Can only be that. Let's try a layer then. There we go. Just joining, or you're new to the channel, drop a chat. I love chatting to people while I work. This is quite a nice low layer though. So we could do a G minor to C minor. Hear it. I've got to bring this pad down. Let's bring this down for a Momo. Okay. Just gonna crank this up. Ah, looks like we got an issue here. This bass is not really in G. It's listed as G, but I can hear now that that's actually a D note. Yes, I see what's going on. Alright, we've got an issue because the bass note for the G, this one here, basic FM house, has obviously been transposed, and I'm going to find the source of its transposition and change it back to where it should belong. Many sources. Where's transpose? There it is. 12 semitones. No, that shouldn't be it. Cool. Let's take that up an octave, but that's still not it. It's telling us D. Oh. Okay. So if we took it up to, why not? Why not? Why not? Transposing is not doing anything. Am I editing the wrong one? Ah, editing the wrong one. Right, there we go. Sample controls. I don't know why this has been transposed the way it has. There it is. Cool. So now we should be in the key of D. So we take this down 5 semitones. Yes, that should work. Okay, so we're going from a D to down to a G minor. I think that's the case. So just problem-solving kind of stream here, working through a lot of small things, but making progress on this Action 80s vibe I am putting together for a free template download. So yeah, now what we've got a problem with is the fact that the keys have been transposed. So while the pad is apparently in G, what we should actually do is take this pad and take this bass and make the bass remove the transposition from the bass. So I'm going to remove the transposition from the bass and G minor, it's A minor, it's okay, so 2 of those is enough, and then we can get some progression going here. Okay, so let's try and work out a little progression here, and we'll use the piano to do that, just so I can get my head around it. No arpeggiation required, so here. We are on G. This should be A actually. Conflicting, there's conflict in the keys, conflict creates tension. So here we've got trying to get my head around this. Okay, this note, these notes over here are D minor 7 to A, G minor, and our bass notes are G7 to G. So, given that nothing is transposing and all these instruments appear to be in the same key, what should happen is when I play this one here, let's change it up to the piano, sorry. It should go. It should not be resolving to G, it should be, actually, yeah. Unless this has also been transposed somewhere. No. Okay, let's get them. This can't go on forever because it's a very repetitive type sound. You got to kind of factor in ear fatigue. So I'm gonna work on a B section. Oh, by the way, all this stuff over here on the right is the previous track. I like to leave them in there because sometimes you can pull little snippets, you know, like drum fills and that kind of thing. You don't want to reprogram, so it's always easier than starting from scratch, which is why I release these templates in the first place, is to help other creators not have to start from scratch all the time. You can, import these Ableton 11 templates straight into your DAW and begin working on them, and change out the sounds, learn how I've done my things, just kind of it's better than nothing. It's better than a blank slate if you want to learn how to do this stuff. So from an educational perspective, I think this channel is quite valuable to new users of Ableton. And if that's you, I'd appreciate it. Like, share, follow, subscribe, leave a chat, and show up weekdays, 2 p.m. UTC, when I stream live here, making this stuff for you. Here we go. Melody. And I've got an irregular number of repeats here. That's why it's confusing my ear. So let's do this. 2, 3, 4. Can just be a guide melody. We don't have to use the actual piano sound. But X-Files. Screwing around, let's just focus on the task at hand. We can come up with a nice melody. There's an infinite number of melodies you can come up with over a static harmony like that. I'm more concerned with how this track progresses. What do we do next after this beat happens? You can let it go for half a minute or something, but it's going to start to sound really repetitive. Users flip forward in the stream or whatever, wherever you're listening to it on YouTube. You flick forward a couple of seconds, and if the end of the track sounds exactly like the beginning, then it's just a copy paste job. I try not to do that too much over here. I try to make stuff that tells a story, has its own sort of personality and character, because AI tools are just going to replace everyone who's trying to take those types of shortcuts. This is the handcrafted approach. The way to not being replaced. Cool. So let's just figure. I was going to go. Now, one thing I do a lot of is descending bass lines and moving downwards. I'm going to try go upwards this time, just for experimentation's sake. So we are in the key of this kind of like G minor thing. That's generally how we're going. Now, one way to create tension is to go up a major third, so you could go like this. I don't think I'm going to do that. So. It's quite heroic, yeah. Could also go down here. No. Try that, modulation, keep it in the G minor vibe, so. Like I said, then I'm going down again. Let's try going up. Well, that's quite nice. What did I hit there? It's a straight up A dim. So we got the G minor, A dim to working our way to the D7. Okay, so we're gonna go G minor. No. Where does this track want to go? That's the thing. So just hashing it out, trying different things. A minor fast action song. That's the E flat, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, let's keep it simple like that. No need for screwing around. So we're going to the E flat. And this is actually an A dim or a D7 flat 9. It's important that we come with that stab, so let's just go straight into the pad. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I still got that. That's cool. I got this knob over here. Cool. Right, where are we? Just keep this nice rhythm going. And we're gonna go. Okay, let's do that again. Try and record it this time. We want to punch in. Punch in is the way to go. There we go. 2 bars. It's going to be a E flat. Nice. And we'll do a. What should we do in the bass? Yeah, let's try that. So it's a nice lush E flat chord. All 4 notes. I really like that. Aha, I've got an idea. So here we go. No, I've got it. It's it. Bum, 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 bum. Baha. That's it to the C, yeah. It's a sharp harpsichord sound in the top end there. So hashing out some chords here. This is an E flat major to an A dim. To an A dim. There we go into a B flat. That's too straight, no. No, E flat major to an A dim. What's the chord I'm looking for? Ba, 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 ba. Ah, you know it. Okay. That's definitely it. And then that's right. And this. No. It's going to resolve to B flat. Oh. But it's also going to resolve to it's D flat, yeah. Ah, man. Hashing it out, trying to find that. That's what you can hear. Okay, let's try that. Let's do a sus4 there. Yeah, okay, nice and fat. So 4 notes to the full dim to B flat sus4 with a cool. I'm gonna have to get this done quite quickly here now. Here we go. Da, 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 da. No, don't like that. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's try that. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a start. So let's work on that then. Get that section over there to here. Okay, the sus4 not really working. Quantize it all. And we're gonna put it, that's not right either. We just want a straight, just doing manual editing now, not ideal, but anyway, get the F's out of there. Dun, 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 dun. We want a nice straight diminished chord. Look how nice and symmetrical it is, hey? 1, 2, 3, 4. Same spaces between each. None of this division of chords. Man. Okay. Right. This has to be a 2 straight. Has to be straighter than I'd like, but anyway. Same rhythm as the previous one. That's not a B flat. That is a... Second one's a bit this is way too soon. No. Yeah, again. Good, I like it already. Okay. Well, there's something in it at least, you know. The important thing is to come up with stuff that you can hear again and again, especially if it's for games where you've got these loops that happen and you want the listener to not get like ear fatigue from the music. So it's got to be punchy enough. So from the top. So we're starting in this G minor vibe and then we're gonna move all the way down. Little melody there. We'll let it go. This is nice. Okay, we need a second note here. Okay, I feel it now. I feel it. That's what's important, man. The feeling is important. How do I quickly just write out? Oh man, Ableton with like the inability to just click and drag to write a single note. Dude, really. Whatever. Kaboom, boom. I'd like to write some notes, please. Please, can you help me write some notes? There we go. I can actually. I'm getting better at the editor though. That's a nice the way it's tucked in there. I dig that. All right, cool. Now let's see how the bass can improve this. Okay, so I write like everything at once, which isn't really ideal. You kind of want to flesh out the arrangement first and then come back to like the layers and the details. But sometimes the instruments you choose and the parts you choose, they influence the arrangements. It's not as simple as just thinking up all the music and then writing it down like Mozart did, because there's no one in this room that is like Mozart. But you sometimes you like use the actual technical side of it. You use the timbre of the instruments, you use the ability to do like filter sweeps and things like that. That's not a filter sweep, this is a filter sweep. That can become a creative tool and that can influence the arrangement, you know. Go. We got a harpsichord patch that's not welcome. No, wrong patch. Or what am I doing? I am focusing on getting the harpsichord sound out of it. Take the strings sustain down. We don't need a long sustain on this. Where is my envelope, please? Wavetable's a beast though. I love Wavetable. In case you're just wondering what I'm doing, I am editing Wavetable. But I'm looking for sustain. Where would that be? Where would my sustain be? Mod sources, serial envelope, blah blah blah, that's filters, oscillator 1 and 2. matrix, amp, blah, 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 MPE. Where is the envelope? It's quite unusual. There we go, amp envelope, got it. It just needs to end suddenly and can start suddenly. There you go, that's a bit more chiptune, that's what I'm going for. Now with the rest of them. Oh, and I've still got I've got a sidechain compressor working on the mids, so every time the kick kicks in, it's dipping them out suddenly. It's just modern production. Let's screw around to the bass for a bit. No, we want this. I'm happy. You went. Drop that in here. Again. Take this down a bit. Again. Now I'm just not going to think about it too much. That's one of the best things that I've learned about releasing, so much music over the past couple of years, is sometimes you've just got to go with it. And the stuff that works, the stuff that turns out sounding the best, it's the stuff they fly through. And then you can agonize for years or whatever over, which notes to choose on a specific track and how to arrange it and all that. And it always just ends up coming out a bit crap. Well, not always, but sometimes you push through and you get it. But this type of stuff, this like kind of Creative Commons give it away kind of vibe, the best results come when you fly through it, when you don't think about it. Let's give it a bash. Loop off and punch in on. I'm just going to go with no. No syncopation. Yeah, let's use the chromatic. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's one take. Let's give it a bash. I think we should edit this kit to put these massive breaks in. Like so, no kick. Let's try this. Like a terribly fast. And to change the beat too. Change to a house. Yeah, definitely change the beat to a second one. So like. Yeah, a nice straight one. works quite well to me. Okay, let's get the bass straightened out. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of more feeling this time. Okay, we're going to delete that drop note. I want this to be. It should be the same rhythm there. Okay, we're just going to copy that rhythm over. So here we go. Yes, that's good. No, picked up the wrong one. Oh yes, I just didn't include the high note. Then you break the rhythm at the end there. Okay, so first you set the rule, and then you break the rule. That's how you click. You get the music sounding good. Good. Let's hear the whole thing in the sequence, and we'll just we've got to just make a note of. Just gonna crop this clip over here. Feature request Ableton, a single crop and loop button here from the top. That's gonna stop now. 1, 2, 2. I'm gonna finish the stream now, but let me just screw around on the guitar for a bit first. Getting somewhere now. Oh shit, I forgot to turn my speakers off. That should work out. Oh man, I love it when the guitar comes in. And we're gonna take it back to the beginning here. Cool. Alright, got a sort of arrangement here. This is where the guitar just gets to breathe a little bit. What are the chords here? It's a D minor to G. G minor. Should have some guitar coming through. Change to the B part. Too much reverb on here. It's not the reverb, it's the fact that it's being monitored twice so that I can pump it to a restream, unfortunately. Sorry guys, I've got issues with getting real-time sound in here, so I'm just going to screw around and maybe you can hear it through the mic, the vocal mic. Yes. Oops. Just out of interest, how much is coming through here? You can hear it through the vocal mic, right? So that's better than nothing, I guess. But the vocal mic's going to be cutting out. It's going to be actually muting the stream. So it's better if we mute the vocal mic and then beef that up. Just join this channel about making music templates and some action template for free in ways. Stay tuned, subscribe. I stream every day on the weekday, 2 p.m. UTC, so 9 a.m. in New York. And I take a break in Christmas, but I'll be back in the day to finish this. If you want the stuff, check out the link in the channel description. There's a free download of 7 templates that will be released. Of course, we have Patron. For 6 bucks a month, for premium stuff. Check it out. A bunch of talking. You must have missed the talking. Sorry. Let me know what you're up to today, what you're doing, where you're from. And maybe we should do a lucky raffle. When do you think Ableton 12 is going to be released? A bit cagey on the details there. Wish I could get this guitar to perform with lower latency. Just way too... unfortunately, it doesn't work. You could leave that going for a bit longer, I think, that B section. close up there. One more time. Gotta be something in there. Cool, coming. Dudes, I gotta go. Life is calling. 2 p.m. weekdays after Christmas. I'll come back in the new year and do some more work on this stuff. Looking forward to it. Thanks so much for joining today if you did. And yeah, looking forward to releasing this pack to you guys for free download, the entire Ableton project. So subscribe if you like that idea and you'll be notified. And otherwise, see you on the stream. Thanks a lot for coming.